Hey everybody, I'm Steph.
I'm Michael.
And today we're checking out Pathfinder Dice Conquest.
From WizKids. This plays 1 to 4 players and has a box playtime of 30 minutes. So we played Dice Conquest back in 2022 and really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I really liked it a lot. So when I saw Pathfinder on the cover of this, I'm like, sign me up because I have a connection to this Pathfinder IP because I love Pathfinder Adventure card game.
Yeah, and you generally do not care about theme.
Generally, no. But I saw this and I'm like,
Yes.
of Dice Conquest. And so it had to happen.
That's right. So, thanks to WizKids for providing us this copy of Pathfinder Dice Conquest, but they didn't give it to us in exchange for this video. They gave it to us because they know we like to play all the games and we like to roll all the dice. So, let's go ahead and take a look at this while I teach you all the rules. So, each player is going to get a hero card, of which there are 6, and you're going to get a player aid, like so, a health tracker card set to a certain amount of health. And yeah, that's it. Oh, and one of these little health tokens, we're going to set it to a 10 for 2 players. As you can see, it's really dim on here.
Yeah,
but for 4 players, you're going to, 1 player is 20 life, 2 player is 10, 3 players set to 6 life, and 4 players, you're going to set it to 4 lives. So, I think the green screen was also trying to cancel out some of that yellow color.
That could be. Yeah.
So it made it look sort of gray. Mm-hmm. So, I have an alchemist with 10 life. Steph has a witch with 10 life. Each of these heroes has a critical hit number and some sort of ability. Steph is working on lightening that up. You are going to need all of the creature cards, and there are 3 boss cards. You'll take one of these boss cards, put on the bottom of the creature deck, all the other creature cards, shuffle them up. So, this is one of the 3 bosses. You will see that the boss has a number on here, an amount of damage, and some sort of special ability. The bosses will always be in this grayish black color. So, Steph is chosen to be first player. We've got all of our cool dice, and as you can see, Pathfinder Dice Conquest has these awesome purple and yellow dice. The yellow sort of muted on here, but you can see there it's not muted under the normal camera. So, you've got your 4-sided die, your standard 6-sided, standard 8, 2 D10s, a D12, and a D20. Now, for these D10s, there are a couple of special rules. D10 will give you values from 0 to 9. Whenever you see a 0, it really means 10. Whenever on the D100 die, which is normally used for the tens digit, you're just going to count the first number. So this 20 is really just a 2. The double 0 really means a 10. So keep that in mind. You don't want to confuse yourself. When you roll a 10, you don't want to think, oh, that's a 10. No, it's a 1. So what you're going to do, you're going to deal out these first 3 creatures. We have a Goblin War Chancer. We've got Tarn Lenorum. Oh my goodness. And Smaranava, which is a clouded naga. On each of these monsters, you've got the number of damage that you have to do to this creature to kill it. If you don't kill it, it's going to do 2 damage to you at the end of the round. When does the round end? When we run out of dice to roll. As you can see, there are special abilities on these monsters. There's also a magic effect on the bottom of these. If you defeat a monster that has a magic item on the bottom, then you will get to let's say I defeat this creature, I get to keep this as a magic item, or I could give it to you to use as a magic item.
Nice.
So, some cards will have the word reveal on it. Those will take effect as soon as you turn it over and it is revealed. Oh, Steph, are these those magic cards?
Mm-hmm.
So, actually, I will reshuffle these in. There are optional magic cards that you can use, and I actually like using them.
Yeah.
It can make things easier or more difficult. For example, what you're going to do is you're going to deal in a number of these at the start of the game. You don't have to use this. They recommend using 3 or 4 of these. So whenever you reveal it, we're going to draw an additional card. The first person to play is going to roll for this magic object. And if the d20 is already being used in this case, you will just remember what the normal die was, and you're going to roll for this effect. In this case, if you roll a 15 or more, something good's going to happen. If you roll a 1 to 14, something bad is going to happen. So, I do like using these,
Yep.
so I am going to put in 3 or 4 of these into these creatures. If you would, we can go ahead and shuffle these up, leaving the boss on the bottom.
Sure.
Let's do 1, 2, how many do you want? 3 or 4?
We did 3 last time.
We'll do 3 this time.
Okay.
Sounds great. So, and again, that is an optional thing. There's always going to be a minimum of 3 new creatures that will pop up. So, we're going to play this over a series of rounds in which we're going to have access to each of these dice. The first player will roll all of the dice in the available dice area. Some of these dice might have been locked onto creatures from a previous round. So, roll all the dice, then starting with the first player and going clockwise, each hero will choose 1 die and resolve it to attack a creature. You can either keep the number on the die or you can re-roll it. For example, I see this 2 on this 10-sided die. I might say we can do better than that, but as soon as I roll it, I have committed using this die. So I am definitely going to use this as a 6. If there are no creatures to which I can apply this die, it just goes to the spent dice area. If you can use it, you must use it. So, let's deal these out. Oh no, it's a Hydra.
Oh no.
So, I will discuss these here in a second, but let's say I use this 6 to go on the Goblin Dog. I've defeated that Goblin Dog. This die goes to the spent dice area, and this Goblin Dog, there's no magic item ability on this card. It will just go to the discard pile. Now notice this Goblin Dog did indeed have a reveal effect. Reveal and at the beginning of each round, meaning if you don't defeat it, it will stay around and this will happen. You will remove and deal any Goblin Dogs that are in the discard pile. There are actually 3 of these Goblin Dogs, and it will be more and more difficult to deal with these guys the more that they come out.
Right.
The Hydra is super difficult. We'll talk about that as well. So, the 17, that's really good all by itself. I might place this 17 on this 12. That takes out the Orc Commander. So, some of these monsters have abilities that will take effect all through the round until you defeat it. For example, you may not return any spent dice even if you have abilities to do so until this creature is slain. So that's interesting.
Good.
And finally, if you have a critical hit value, for example, this alchemist has a critical hit value of a 4. If I apply a die that has that dice number on it, I get to activate my special effect. For example, change this die to any number and increase up to 2 other dice in the available dice area by 1. So I would obviously change this to a 6 and apply it to something. So that is my special ability. Also, whenever I re-roll dice, I can keep re-rolling if the number is odd. That's pretty awesome. So what is the witch's special ability?
At the start of my turn, I can re-roll any die placed on a creature, ignoring abilities and restrictions of that creature.
Ooh, and like that Hydra.
And I can put it on, so even if I rolled a 20, it could go on him.
Now, notice this Hydra. It has a 23. Notice the 1 to 10 below that. That means you can only put dice on the Hydra that are values 1 to 10, except for the witch. The witch can override that. She can re-roll those dice and make them even more.
And I can, if I roll an 8, I can use my 8 power, which says, change this die to any number. If you slay a creature, heal a hero 1 damage.
That's pretty awesome. Now, one word of note about the life tracker. You can never go above your maximum. So I would just recommend for 2 players that you put your little character like this. That way you're not tempted to go above 10. Trust me, that won't be a problem because you're probably going to lose life. So we are going to apply these dice as much as we can until we run out. Let's say we've killed all of them but the Hydra. We are going to take a total of 3 damage. First, the first player will take 1 damage. Then another player will take 1 damage until everyone has taken 1 damage, and then we'll go around again taking our second point of damage. Let me see here if I've missed anything. We're going to start with the first player and go clockwise. So you would take first, second, third, fourth, fifth, like so. Mm-hmm. Then you are going to remove or keep spent dice. Any dice that have been placed on creatures that have not been slain, you can leave them on there. Or if you know it's going to be bad, for example, you put a 1 on a 12-sided die because you had to, you might take that off so it can be re-rolled in the next available dice phase. So, and you might want to do that. Then, pass the first player token clockwise, draw 3 new creature cards, and all the spent dice come back to the available dice area. Lather, rinse, and repeat until you get to the boss card. If you can defeat the boss card, then you have won. If even one character drops to 0 health, you have collectively lost. Super fun game, I gotta say. You are going to roll all the dice. Now, Hydra. Take 1 damage when placing a die on this creature. No die of 11 or higher can be placed on this creature. Each time a die is placed on this creature, immediately re-roll all the available dice. This is the catch. If a die is rolled that matches a die on that creature, discard the matching die from the creature. And this creature is not slain until after the re-roll, meaning if you exceed 23 and you do a match, he's not slain yet. So maybe we do this at the end. We'll see. What do we roll? All right, we got an 8, a 1, a 2, a 5, another 2, another 5, another 1.
All right, well,
you couldn't even roll a 4, could you?
Deal hero 1. Oh. Maybe we save this and I can use it.
You can definitely reroll this when you apply it. You couldn't maybe kill that orc commander right off the bat.
I can do it.
If you want.
Yeah.
8.
Of course it's 8. I can
Goblin.
If I take this, I can change it to any number.
Ooh, how about a 20 and put it on that orc commander?
Sounds great.
Or if you place it on here, we got to re-roll. You could make it a 10
And put it on there.
and put it on there.
Then I could use my ability.
However, there are 3 dice that can roll a 10.
Yeah, but I can use my ability next turn if I
at the start of your turn.
If you think it's worth it.
Alternatively, I can do it. No, you would have to do it, wouldn't you? Well, if you put it on a 10, you can put it on there, and then you can do it on your turn.
And I take a hit.
However, you do take a hit, and we have to re-roll. If you roll a 10, that disappears. Alternatively, you don't do that.
Oh, I can do that. Our dice were pretty not great.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying if you roll a 10, we lose that.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Very low chance. 4, 5, 6, 1, 6, 3. Good. We did not do it. All right. It is now my turn. I have to keep this, obviously. I am going to...
If I slay a creature, I get with an 8. I would get to heal, but there's no 8. So. Unless I roll an 8 with that, which would be good.
You know, I think I'm going to re-roll this 12 and try to. I can take out one of these here. It's a 7. It is odd I can re-roll it. That's a risk. How about a 12? Splat. I now have the electric eel skin. Discard when taking damage during a round to return a spent die to the available dice area. That's really good. And since he's gone, we can return spent dice at the start of your turn.
I may re-roll a place die and replace it on the same character, ignoring abilities and restrictions of that character.
Nice. Roll big. Well, you got a 9.
I wish it was an 8.
You can do it again next time.
Yeah. So I can kill this guy.
You could if you want. However, I would have to start placing on here, which is fine. I can do that. That's a 6. That's gone. And I'll keep it over here because it is a goblin dog and he will come back with his
I
buddies.
should have re-rolled that, but...
Yeah, but it's, it's there. Yeah. So that's good. 9 and 6 is 15. Oh, there's a 4. I could change this die to any number. No, I'd leave it a 4. I would increase 2 more of these, each by 1. Unfortunately, a 7 does not help you as much as an 8 would help you.
Right, agreed.
So that's not great. So if I did 9 and 6 is 15, we'd have to roll all of these, and maybe we'd kill something, which is not good. But we have to put something on.
Yep.
I
think the 6 is good.
I can re-roll if you think we should.
No, I don't think so.
All right. I hate it being a 6 because 2 of these 3 dice can roll a 6. 7, 1, 3. We're still good. 9 and 6 is 15, and 7 is 22 is not enough.
I was gonna roll that.
I think you do. And that could kill him, right? No. Yeah, it can kill him.
It could.
Oh, it's horrible. You're down to 10. Well, put the 7 for sure.
7 for sure?
For sure.
Not roll it.
Nope, take your damage. Oh, I needed to take a damage when I did mine.
I was really hoping to kill it. All right, you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm supposed to roll those dice.
Yeah, roll the. No, you don't, because you're supposed to, because one of them could get a 4 or a 6. Oh. How about a 4, Steph? All right, this is what I'm going to have to do.
Mistakes have been made.
I'm going to place the 4.
Yeah.
When I place the 4, I rotate it to a 6.
Okay.
I take a damage. Stop.
Okay.
Discard when taking damage to return a spent die to the available dice area. That's a magic item. Move this back in. Maybe the 12 back in. Much better chance of hitting 1 to 10. Now, what were you saying?
You have to roll it because you placed a die.
I have to re-roll this because I placed it. I'm not sure of the timing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Take one when placing a die. Sure, we'll do them both. 7s and 6s. How about a 6?
We remove all the 6s?
Yep. Whoops.
Yeah.
I did a 7 instead.
Yeah.
Well, that sucked. We're not going to kill this guy.
Nope. So maybe we just call it here.
Call it.
Call the round because I don't see how we're gonna get more.
Don't think that's an option. Oh yeah, any hero chooses to pass. It is an option.
I think we just pass instead of taking more damage, placing dice we're not
If
gonna
you
do.
want, that's 3 damage.
What do you think?
I mean, I'm not sure what the option is.
I don't see how we can do anything else unless I happen to roll an 8. But
Well, I take a damage, you take 2 damage. We're leaving this here.
sure.
3 things. 1, still 1. Only even dice can be placed on. 2, it's Goblin Dog. Hello, second Goblin Dog. 3, Cyclops. Yeah, this is going to be a loss, I can predict.
Doom.
All right, hand to me this.
All right. Do you want to do the D6 reveal?
Yeah, D6.
Fireball.
Fireball. The reveal is draw an additional card. That just means you've got to have 3 creatures, 3 new creatures. So, if I get 4 to 6, I place this card on a creature to deal damage equal to the number rolled. Discard this card when the creature is slain. 1 to 3, take damage equal to the number rolled. You can split it among the heroes. Whoops. 4.
Success.
So I am going to place it on the Hydra. Wait, each time a 1 is rolled, the player rolling that die takes 1 damage, no maximum. Woo! Yeah, I think a 4 on this Hydra.
Yeah, seems good.
Now we have to remember it's worth 4.
Yeah, it's
There's
fine.
nothing that says it remembers this die. So, because it doesn't say place the die, it says place the card.
Yeah. So 4.
So,
But we need to worry about 7s and 1s.
so why 7s?
Isn't that? Oh no, that's when we re-roll
That's
dice.
only when we re-roll.
Got it. 20.
At least I assume so. It says if a die is rolled that matches a die, so maybe it does go on
Oh, that's a
the
1.
first 7s. It is this is a 1. I take a damage. I'm down to 6 already. What do you?
I think we kill the Cyclops.
No, I think we kill the Hydra. I mean, you can kill the Cyclops all by yourself.
Okay, great.
So the 8 and the 9. Well, how many? Well, no, I got 6 and you've got 6. So if I place 1, you place 1. That's 17 and 7 is 24. That's enough.
My concern is when you place it, you have to re-roll the dice.
Well, go ahead. Well, go ahead and hit the Cyclops.
Okay, you're
right.
first though.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the Cyclops.
Yeah, I think that's the best play.
Discard to heal 1 damage of any hero.
Okay, not gonna worry about that yet.
Yeah, just save these to the side for him.
Okay.
Actually, only the 9 or the 8 doesn't matter which. Though that stop.
The 8 is mine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I could change it to a 10.
Yes, you can.
Let's do that. And let's hope we don't roll a 10.
Are you going to do that now? Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it. You don't want to roll any. Okay, that's fine. You're fine. Roll them. No 10s, no 7s, no 1. That's a 10.
Or is it a 1? 0.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna say reread the rules, sir. Thank you.
Oh, gee whiz.
Yeah, we're having trouble killing him. For sure. Boom. Did you take your damage for placing it?
Yes.
That's no. All right, we're re-rolling. No 10s, no 7s. I don't think only one of those dice can do it. 8, 3, 3. It is an 8, and that's enough to kill it, by the way.
I'm doing it. And I'm going to take...
And those can't do 10, 7s, or 8s. Oh, sorry. 17. It's at 21 right now.
I know, but if I place an 8...
Yeah, that's fine. You can place an 8. Or you can put it on that Zolgath Skulker, and hopefully we can roll.
I can do that.
We can roll. We already have a 3, which is fine. We can kill that.
I can change this to a 12. And I'm going to kill it.
And only even dice can be placed on it. That's done. Discard to re-roll any available dice.
And I give myself a life.
Why do you give yourself a life? Because that's what that is.
It did it, yeah.
Now, here's the problem with placing this 3, is that this 3 could kill that 3. I could re-roll this to hopefully make it higher than a 3, but it could be lower than a 3.
I think you should use that 3 over there.
You're not following me. I'm going to re-roll.
I know.
This can be higher than a 3.
I know. It could be a 6, then we could kill that thing.
No, we're killing the Hydra.
I know, but what I'm saying is you spend that and you roll that and hopefully it's a 6. This is where you push luck.
No.
Okay.
But fine. I'll do that. It goes down to a 4. It is 24 currently. No 3. Yes, I rolled a 2. So it is gone finally. And here is your 2 that you can use for the Goblin Dog. However, keep in mind, if you don't kill both of them, then, I mean, they're going to both come back. So it really doesn't matter.
If we get a dog in the next draw.
No. And at the beginning of each round.
I thought that's only if we have one.
We're
going to have
one if you don't kill them.
I got you.
As I mentioned, doesn't matter. We take 2 damage. I take 1, you take 1. And that's the round. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Brutal. We have the clay effigy. Only odd dice may be placed. No dice may be altered while this creature is in play, but dice may be re-rolled. Take 1 damage if you place an even number on this creature. And finally, you cannot re-roll until this creature is slain. It does not affect the Hydra, which will force those re-rolls.
Oh, I got a 14.
Well, I think that's probably a fine time to use it, Lucille.
I think I should just do this.
You picked a fine time to use it.
What'd you say? Seemed good. All right.
That's gone.
It's probably worth taking a damage, but I can do it if you don't want to do it, because I know you're low on health. So
I'm at 3. I'm going to discard to heal 1 damage. Did it. I'm now slightly further up. I could alternatively re-roll. I'm going to roll this.
Okay.
There's a 5. I can re-roll. No dice may be altered. Dice may be re-rolled.
Correct.
So I did the re-roll. So that's fine.
Right.
So I can re-roll again.
Well, yeah. Or you could have put it there.
Yeah, I could have. How about a 9? Even better. We would need an 11 to kill it.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to kill it.
Probably not.
We could do the 9 and the 3 on this.
I could also try and re-roll it once it's on a card. And then I could alter it to any number if I roll an 8.
No, that's only... This cannot combine with this.
It does.
Oh, yours does specifically.
Yeah.
You may reuse your crit if rolled. Huh. Well, I mean, I wouldn't re-roll the 9, I don't think. I could re-roll the 9 right now because it's odd.
Okay, well.
It does not seem like it's a great plan. The 3 is not going to be particularly helpful otherwise. So
Yeah.
I say we just.
Okay.
Not sure we're going to kill all of this stuff. If we kill, I say we probably ought to kill both the goblin dogs. Fine, I'm going to put an odd number. It's you. If you want to re-roll that, knock yourself out. Eventually, we'll roll over a 10.
8.
8. You did the 8.
I could change it to a 10.
How about a 10 or 11 or
11. 11.
Killed it.
And I get a health, or you get a health. You can have a health.
I like health.
Yeah, my ability's great if I have an 8.
And that was not your dice placement.
No, it wasn't.
Reroll at 5.
5's not.
Try to place it on him or maybe on this. You might roll an 8. How about a 4?
I guess I have to place it on here.
Yep, that's fine. I could put this 3 over here and just kill it. Not certain we're going to get that.
We're going to have to roll the 10s, unfortunately, and hope for highs.
Well, 9 and 9 does not get it.
I know, and the 3, so don't use the 3, I guess.
Well, 9, 9, and 3 does get it.
All right, you're doing that.
Sure.
Oh, actually, I think we cheated.
How?
I wasn't supposed to alter my dice, if that means this.
Yep.
So, roll it back.
So it's an 8.
Yeah. In which case, I'd kill the goblin dog. No, I have to put it back here.
And that doesn't matter because you're ignoring abilities.
Right. Okay.
So rewinding this was a 5.
You lose a health too.
This was a 5, yes.
Yes.
Why do I lose a health?
Because I can't do this.
Why not?
I didn't kill a creature.
Oh, you have to kill a creature for that.
Yeah.
Got it. I was not aware. All right, so you still have not done your dice placement.
Right.
How about this 3 over there on that hobgoblin soldier? 8 and 3 is 11. That kills it. As I was mentioning before, I don't think we're going to get this and both the goblin dogs.
Sure.
So we either keep the goblin dogs and take 2 damage, or we keep the clay effigy, which is going to be harder, and we take 2 damage. You want to do re-rolling the 10, see what you come up with?
I already went, so it's now your turn.
Oh yeah. Do I want to re-roll the 10?
I think we have to.
Or the 8?
I think you roll a 10 and just see if we can get high odd.
How about low odd? You can re-roll it.
Sure. You're right. And
Start of your turn.
I'll do that.
Yeah, you will. 5's better than nothing.
And then I can do this one.
Sure. Then you can decide which way you put it on. 5 and 7's 12. It's not great. Gonna try it. Whoops. And it's a 1 re-rolling. And it's a 1 re-rolling. And it's a 3 re-rolling. And it's a 3 re-rolling. And it's a 5 re-rolling. And it's a 4, which is my number. I cannot change it to any number. 5 and 7's 12, and 4 is 16.
And then I'm going to try my...
No, I can't place the 4.
No.
That sucks. I should have placed the 5.
I'm going to roll this.
Sure. We may really screw ourselves up.
7.
You need a 5. How about a 3? What are you doing? Might as well kill a dog. Yeah, we're screwed.
Yeah, I wish you had put the 5 there. But yeah, you didn't know. We didn't know.
All right, we take 3 damage. 2 for you, 1 for me.
No problem.
Yeah, it is. All right, on reveal and at start of each round, that happens. 1, 2, 3.
Oh man, we're getting hit so hard.
Yeah, this is harder than it was the other day. So, did we want to remove these, by the way? I'd say we just keep them there.
We have to just keep them, sadly.
Each time a 1 is rolled, the highest die must be discarded.
So we definitely want to keep those there.
This is just big 30. This, take 1 damage when placing a die on the creature. Yeah, we did not do well at all.
11.
14 and 5 is 19. I didn't roll a 1, so that's good. I'd love to put a 4, but I can't put a 4. 19. And no magic effect, which blah. All right.
I think we put the 11 here, and then I'll re-roll it next turn.
Sure.
Okay, so that'll be my turn.
I mean, do we think we can kill 30? Currently 2, 4, 5, 6 will kill us.
All right, well, I can take it and roll it and see what I get.
Sure. How about an 11?
11.
Any number as long as it's an 11. Now, if you put it on the Minotaur, well, we're going to take damage on putting them on there. Why not on the red cap? Out of curiosity, because I can put the 4, change it to whatever I want, and change these. So this will turn into a 4, and this will turn into a 5.
But, okay. Okay.
I don't know how else we're going to do it.
Well, I was hoping to roll better than 11 and kill something, but...
Okay. 4 on the... Yeah, I think it's a loss, regardless. 4, changing this to an 8. These go up by 1, 4 and 5. I take a damage. I don't think we can win. I think we lose this round. That's just now 7. And you have one of these to place. How about on the 15 right there? Which we're going to lose, so.
Well, do you want me to roll it and hope for a 6? Probably not.
No, probably not. I think we've... And when I place this, then we have 3, 5, 7 damage. That's way more than what we have, so.
Well, I'm still going, so you did that.
Can't.
Why?
There's no more dice.
Oh.
You can't go again. The dice run out. There's no turn to take.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Again, 3, 5, 7. We have no more life.
Yeah. We got beat up.
Yeah. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Sometimes it rains. Could be worse. Could be raining. So we did not even get partway through the creature deck. We've got Norns. No critical hits can be used until this creature is slain. Freeze time. After rolling dice, change any die to your critical hit number and discard this card if you roll a 14 or higher. Otherwise, the creature with the highest attack value attacks. I like the spells. I like the variety that those spells bring. We had the Goblin Pyro, Vilderon, Dominate spell, Medusa, another Naga, Tarn, Lenorn, the third Goblin Dog, Goblin War Chanter, Kobold, you must roll exactly a 4, a Jinkin exactly a 7, 13 and only odd dice, and Tree Razor.
The worst
must
one.
be the last monster you kill. And at the start of each successive round, you're going to deal with one random creature from the discard deck. Yeah. It's really difficult.
But all these
And you can't use crits.
all these smaller cards were at the bottom, and like all these heavy hitter ones came out early. It just was,
And Goblin Dogs on top of Goblin Dogs.
it was tough. It was tough. That's why I like the game though.
Yeah, if it were an easy pushover every time, then you wouldn't want to play it a lot. It's good because of the challenge. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different spells, and you don't know what's coming. You don't know when it's coming.
Yep.
So there is that.
Yeah, it's a really cool game.
Yeah, I agree. Wholeheartedly endorse. Definitely
Dice
a
Conquest.
keeper.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, again, I love the Pathfinder name, and I love some dice drafting. I like the ability that you have. Like, oh, if I have an 8, that's like really good because I can change like an 8 on a D20 to a 20. And
For sure. And re-rolling? Who doesn't like dice checking?
It's so good. So I'm glad we could play it. I'm sorry we lost. We're the big losers in this house. So
no, because we won the first time we played.
Barely.
I mean,
we skirted by. It was somehow we won. I don't know.
Yeah, you're not often in the situation where it's like, yeah, I want to like do one more thing. It's like, no, we can't. We're dead because it doesn't often happen.
No.
But this game got us. It's Pathfinder Dice Conquest from WizKids. And if you enjoyed this teacher playthrough and you want to see more just like it, we've got 1,500 videos over on YouTube. Just search for Board Gamer Steph. Or even better, you can join all these people in the chat by going to twitch.tv/
Steph.
That's right, where we stream live every Wednesday and Sunday night at
5 p.m. Central.
And we stream
3 hours
every single stream. So come join us on Twitch, where we play all the games.
And for those on Twitch, we'll be right back.